A young man named Ray White enters the Arnold Academy of Sorcery and is treated with hostility by the noble students since Ray was born a commoner. Despite particular hostility from noble Albert Alium, Ray makes friends with Amelia Rose, one of the Academy's highest nobility students. Ray has several flashbacks to a terrible war. Ray learns about the 7 Grand Sorcerers, for remain completely anonymous. One is Academy Principal Abby Garnet, one is famous researcher Carol Caroline, and the last the Iceblade Sorcerer, vanished after ending the Far East War. Ray struggles with learning the basics of magic, causing his bullies to nickname him Withered. Ray also meets classmate Elisa Griffith, a half-elven girl, Evie Armstrong, his fitness-obsessed roommate, Rebecca Bradley, another high-nobility student, and hyperactive minor noble Clarice Cleveland. Ray attends a meeting with Principal Abby, who despite Ray's youth was somehow his commander in the military during the Far East War. During dueling practice, Albert attempts to beat Ray in a duel, but Ray turns out to be an expert swordsman and Albert is humiliated. A watching Abby reveals Ray is actually the missing Iceblade Sorcerer. Seeking to enjoy his youthful life, Ray joins the Environmental Research Club, muscle-bound fitness enthusiasts who seek dangerous environments to train in, revealing Ray has a gold-class hunter license. He also joins the gardening club with Rebecca, but must convince club secretary Dina by turning a field of weeds into a flower garden. Despite Dina's distaste, he succeeds. Rebecca suggests Ray compete in the Sword Sorcerer tournament. Abby informs Ray an Imperial spy has infiltrated the Academy and must be neutralized. Clarice is pleasantly surprised Ray considers her a friend. Students are expected to complete a forest skills course in teams of 4. Ray forms a team with Evie, Elisa, and Amelia. Infuriating Albert, teams must survive a monster-filled forest for 24 hours and collect stamps from key areas. As a farmer, Ray is already an expert and their team pass with time to spare. Reflecting on the war, Ray feels guilty for enjoying his new life while hiding his real identity. Ray saves Albert's team from a giant monster. Amelia is shocked Ray defeated the monster alone. A concealed spy enchants the monster, resurrecting it stronger than before. Despite its strength, Ray defeats the monster again, impressing everyone except the other nobles, including Albert, who grows even angrier. Ray visits his paraplegic master Lydia. They discuss her research into engrams in the brain that make magic possible. She also warns him of eugenics, fanatics seeking power by cutting into the brains of sorcerers to steal their magic, killing them. Lydia is pleased Ray made friends, but disappointed he won't compete in the Sword Sorcerer tournament against other academies. Ray accompanies Elisa to the public library where they discuss Ainsworth, an early researcher of engram and Elisa's idol. Ray reveals he enjoys the romance novels of Luna Edel. Clarice spots them and is invited to join them, becoming friends with Elisa. After the girls leave, Ray encounters Amelia, who takes Ray clothes shopping. After a spider scares her, Amelia accidentally exposes herself to Ray in her underwear but finds she didn't really care if he saw her. Ray meets Academy instructor Miss Gray, a former student of Ray's from his past, as the Iceblade Sorcerer determined to help Ray relearn his lost abilities. Meanwhile, Albert begins serious training to defeat Ray, watched over by the spy from the forest. Ray accidentally sees Rebecca in bunny rabbit panties. Despite her embarrassment, Rebecca isn't angry as Ray is the only person who isn't intimidated by her noble title. Amelia is favored to win at the upcoming tournament. Amelia decides to duel Ray, who almost wins easily, but something stops him landing the winning hit. Confusing Amelia, Albert demands a duel, but with real swords and magic allowed. With the spy watching, Albert attempts to kill Ray and prove nobles are superior, but Ray shows he can cut through magic, leaving Albert powerless. Amelia demands to know Ray's real identity, but before he can tell his friends the truth, the spy paralyzes everyone and reveals she is Miss Gray. She confesses she is a member of eugenics behind the disappearance of several students and now desires the powerful engram from Ray's unique brain. With his friends at risk, Ray is forced to unlock a sealing spell, restoring his power as the Iceblade Sorcerer, defeating her. Miss Gray tries to invite him to join eugenics, but he refuses. Refusing to be taken alive, she inserts a eugenics scientific tool into her own brain, turning herself into a monster. Rei reveals the strength of the Ice Blade Sorcerer actually lies in anti-material magic that can transform any magic power into another. In Rei's case, Ice Mist Rei is frozen solid and Rei passes out. In the past, the previous Ice Blade Sorcerer, Lydia Ainsworth, took in Rei as a war orphan. Rei learned ice magic from Lydia and fought in the Far East War, but eventually suffered a PTSD breakdown. Rei awakens in hospital with Lydia, who assures him his friends are fine. As his friends know the truth, Rei explains everything. During his last battle he suffered an overheat, a loss of control of the engram in his brain. The resulting ice explosion killed enough soldiers to end the Far East War, but also put Lydia in a wheelchair. The only thing keeping overheat happening again is Chronos Lock, a spell that limits Rei's ability to use magic. His friends insist it changes nothing. Albert apologizes to Rei for everything, having realized nobility is less important than honest effort and self-improvement. To Rei's considerable dismay, Miss Grey is replaced by Grand Sorcerer Carol Caroline, his superior from the war, who helped Lydia raise him like an overly doting aunt. Amelia struggles with guilt over Rei, who endured a painful childhood while she did not. Rei complains about Carol, who is impossible to deal with, but Abby ignores him since Carol can protect the academy. It is clear to Rei that Amelia is not looking forward to the tournament. He learns from Rebecca that Amelia is expected to honor her family, the top-ranked noble family, by defeating the daughter of the second-ranked family, Ariane Aldrin of Diam Academy. Amelia and Ariane were childhood friends, but Amelia's jealousy of Ariane's skills drove them apart, for which Amelia feels guilty. Rei offers to teach Amelia how Lydia once taught him, a method he calls Ainsworth's Boot Camp. Amelia regretfully discovers boot camp involves grueling physical exercise, with no magic allowed. While Rei yells insults and abuse, Albert suffers from lack of confidence, but Rei reassures him his new self-improvement attitude will lead to greater strength. Amelia tries to escape boot camp but is dragged back by Rei. Amelia becomes flustered as Rei drags her back holding her hand. Rei recruits the muscle-bound Environmental Research Club as cheerleaders for Amelia. Rei disguises himself as a girl to infiltrate Diam Academy and meet Ariane, only to meet a lost little girl resembling Ariane. Rei, calling himself Lily, takes the lost little girl, later revealed to be Ariane's little sister, Tiana, to meet Ariane. He reveals who he is and that he is friends with Amelia. Ariane has missed Amelia greatly and looks forward to seeing her at the tournament. Rei returns home, still disguised as Lily, and encounters Maria, Rebecca's younger sister, who is determined to attend the academy, especially after developing a crush on Lily. Rei takes his friends to meet Lydia, who gives the starstruck Elisa her autograph before insisting on talking to Amelia privately. Rei learns from Lydia's maid that Grim Reaper, an assassination squad from Abel Empire, may infiltrate the tournament for easy access to all the attending nobles. Lydia knows Amelia is hiding a secret, which has Rei worried about her, and assures her Rei can be trusted should she ever tell him the truth. Rei offers Amelia a chance to graduate boot camp if she cuts the target on his chest in a duel, though the result is not shown. The tournament arrives and Amelia easily reaches the semi-finals. Albert demonstrates his now exceptional skills and bravery but loses his match against Ariane, meaning Ariane faces Amelia in the finals. A Grim Reaper assassin follows Rei in secret. The assassin abruptly disappears. At a secret meeting with Lydia, Carol, Abby, and Environmental Research President Rex, Rei learns of the Hale tribe, Imperial intelligence gatherers, of whom Lydia's maid Carla is a member, as well as Rex, Carla's brother who dealt with the assassin. Rei is asked to prevent the assassination of noble students. Rei takes notice of Lucas Forster, a strong swordswoman from Marecross Academy. Amelia begins isolating herself until Rei begs her to trust him with her secret. Amelia reveals the pressure of maintaining her family's noble standards plus feelings of inferiority have caused suicidal thoughts and a certainty she will never surpass Ariane. Rei assures her support from friends is all she needs. revealing Amelia did in fact graduate boot camp by destroying Ray's target. The next morning, while Amelia and Ariane begin their match, Grim Reaper kidnaps Clarice and 8 other students. Ray tracks them under the arena and releases his Cronus Lock, capturing the assassins in ice and saving everyone. In the arena, Amelia is knocked down repeatedly, but inspired by Ray's words, she evolves a new spell she names Butterfly Effect, claiming she is now too strong for Ariane to even touch her. Ariane finds when she gets close to Amelia she is teleported away instead. Carol confirms the spell is an original unique to Amelia's engram that manipulates causality so that no matter where Ariane moves, Amelia causes her to move somewhere else. Ray confirms Amelia risks overheat if she uses the spell too long. Amelia wins the match and the two tearfully reunite. Ray praises Amelia for her discovery of an original spell. In the next match, Rebecca faces Lucas and loses to his incredible speed. Lucas meets Ray, who confirms Lucas inherited the title of Peerless Blade Sorcerer, just as Ray inherited the Ice Blade. Lucas intends to defeat Ray once Ray has recovered his former strength by curing his overheat. Carol interrogates the captured assassins, but they all commit suicide with anti-interrogation devices in their skulls. With the tournament over, the next event is the cultural festival. At Amelia's insistence, Ray suggests their class run a maid cafe, as Amelia is a secret maid enthusiast. At first this is rejected by the noble girls. Furious at the suggestion, they role-play as servants, but they agree after seeing Carol model a risque maid outfit. News arrives that Rebecca has unexpectedly become engaged. High-ranking eugenics members target Rebecca as a vessel. Rebecca suffers with magic in her eyes that make them bleed. A student named Cornea turns the student council against Rebecca since Rebecca's fiancé, Evan Bernstein, was previously Cornea's fiancé. Rebecca's friend Sarah asks Ray to investigate Evan, whose motives are suspicious. Lydia agrees the engagement is unusual and sends Carla to investigate. Lydia is unhappy Ray has been infected by Amelia's maid fetish during preparation for the maid cafe. Rebecca continues to bleed from her eyes and dreams of Ray during the war. Her sister Maria questions if she is happy marrying Evan, but Rebecca only confirms it is her duty. Worried Maria protests the engagement to their parents but is ignored. Ray finally meets Evan, who is indeed suspicious. Carla discovers the Bernstein family have not been seen in years and their mansion is abandoned. She thus suspects the Bernsteins, including Evan, are dead, and the current Evan is a disguised eugenics member known as the Sorcery Eye Collector, who undoubtedly wants Rebecca's eyes for his collection. Other eugenics members hope Rebecca will awaken as the saint and open the door to Akasha. It is revealed Rebecca's father made a deal with Evan to marry Rebecca in exchange for replacing the Rose family as the kingdom's highest nobility family, which Evan is enforcing by threatening Maria. Rebecca's visions of Ray's past continue. Rebecca and Ray meet in their dreams, causing Ray's eyes to also bleed. Rebecca almost asks Ray about the war but stops. The culture festival begins and Ray helps at the maid cafe by disguising himself as Lily to be a maid. Ray later helps Rebecca enjoy the festival, so she almost asks him to the end of festival fireworks but doesn't. A strange woman warns Maria Rebecca will die very soon. Ray receives similar news from Lydia, who has a plan for Ray to save her. At the secret request of Rebecca's father, Evan kidnaps Rebecca to begin her awakening. Ray and Maria follow to save her while everyone else battles eugenics and their monsters. A flashback shows Rebecca's father revealing their family is cursed. Every few generations a child is born as something called a cruz, and unless she gains control of her eyes she will die before she turns 20 years old. The eugenics have arrived for Rebecca's awakening, as one of them reveals himself as Evan, while the Evan who kidnapped her reveals herself as Lieselot Eden, the imaginary sorcerer. She then sends Evan to another dimension as Ray arrives to battle Paradorogo, the glutton who devours souls. Meanwhile, Ray's friends are getting exhausted as the rest of the monsters attack them, until Lydia, Carla, Abby and Carol save them and finish those monsters off. While Lise defeats Evan in another dimension, things are not looking well for Ray. as Perdirogo unleashes his full power to kill him. However, Ray unlocks his ultimate power, Pandora, to finally defeat Perdirogo by freezing him in red ice. Then, after a quarrel between the two sisters, Maria witnesses Rebecca going overheat. Ray wakes up and manages to use Kronos' flock to shut off Rebecca's overheat, thus saving her life. Later that night, while waiting for Ray to watch some fireworks, Rebecca and Amelia have decided to compete for Ray's love. The next day, Ray visits the grave of Howard, one of his comrades, with his friends tagging along. Just then Ariane arrived to challenge Ray to the next tournament. Later, a little girl who is Ray's sister is waiting for him.